Yo, what's good, Chiefs Kingdom? Listen, I need every single one of you to stop right now. Drop everything. Put the phone down, because what Justin Fields just said in the media room at Arrowhead Stadium, less than an hour after the Kansas City Chiefs lost 20-12 to the Los Angeles Rams in the preseason opener, is going to be the biggest story in the NFL this week. And that is not an exaggeration. Justin Fields, the former Chicago Bears savior, former Pittsburgh Steelers bridge quarterback, former New York Jets backup, and now the veteran backup to Patrick Mahomes here in Kansas City, walked into that press conference with an energy I have never in my life seen from Justin Fields. He was calm, he was serious, he was focused. And in front of every reporter in Kansas City, less than 60 minutes after Patrick Mahomes stood on the sideline for the coin toss and did nothing else, Justin Fields dropped bomb after bomb after bomb. He talked about being buried behind Mahomes. He talked about his career being wasted. He talked about the Chicago Bears. He talked about the Pittsburgh Steelers. He talked about Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. And most explosively, he said the words that no Chiefs fan expected to hear from anyone on this roster. He said he is a better starting quarterback than Patrick Mahomes right now. Let me walk you through every single word, because this is going to shake Kansas City to its core. Real quick, that like button is what pushes this video out to every Chiefs fan and every NFL fan in America. Smash it now. 1 second, massive impact, every like matters. Context. The Kansas City Chiefs just lost 20-12 to the Los Angeles Rams in the preseason opener at Arrowhead Stadium. Patrick Mahomes, recovering from December's reconstructive ACL surgery, did not play. He came out for the coin toss as a captain and then went straight to the sideline. Justin Fields, who signed with the Chiefs this offseason as veteran insurance in case Mahomes wasn't ready for week 1, started the game. Fields went 4 for 4 on his brief action in the first quarter, moving the offense on 2 drives that both ended in punts. Then Chiefs 7th-round rookie Garrett Nussmeier came in and played most of the way, going 13 of 19 for 98 yards. And the Rams' rookie first-round pick, Ty Simpson, the kid the Rams surprisingly drafted in April out of Alabama, went 21 of 25 for 190 yards with 2 touchdown passes to lead a comeback win over the Chiefs at Arrowhead. On its face, that's a preseason loss that doesn't matter, but the Chiefs are 15-2 favorites to win the Super Bowl. Losing at home to a rookie backup QB, even in preseason, was not the vibe Chiefs Kingdom wanted going into the season, and Justin Fields walked into that press conference like a man ready to spark a franchise-shifting conversation. The first question came from Adam Teicher of ESPN. Adam asked, "Justin, 4 for 4 in your action. How are you feeling about the offense?" And Fields looked at Adam, sat forward, and said, "Adam, I'm feeling like a starting quarterback who is being asked to be a backup. And that's a hard place to be in this stage of my career." Every reporter in that room just froze. Because Justin Fields does not talk like this. Justin Fields is the polite Ohio State QB who takes everything on the chin. He didn't complain when the Bears traded him to Pittsburgh. He didn't complain when the Steelers benched him. He didn't complain when the Jets signed him just to have him back up Aaron Rodgers. He has taken every single hit of the last 3 years with quiet dignity. And in the first press conference of the 2026 season, in his first meaningful interview as a Chief, he just told the world, "I don't want to be a backup anymore." Adam pushed. He said, "Justin, are you saying you deserve to be a starter?" And Justin's answer here, this was surgical. Every word measured, every phrase weighted. "Adam, I'm saying that I've thrown for over 8,000 yards in my NFL career. I'm saying that I've rushed for over 2,500 yards. I'm saying that I've had 100 more starts than Garrett Nussmeier, who just outperformed me tonight because I only got 2 drives. I'm saying that I'm 27 years old, in the prime of my athletic career, coming off my best offseason of preparation ever. And I'm saying that in a league where the Miami Dolphins are starting Tua Tagovailoa, where the Cleveland Browns are choosing between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, where the New York Giants are asking a second-year Jackson Dart to carry the franchise, there is not one team in this league where I could not be at minimum a competitive starting quarterback. Not one. And yet here I am, backing up Patrick Mahomes, waiting for a snap I may not get all season. That is my professional reality. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm happy about it, because I'm not. Wow, Justin Fields just named 3 franchises publicly and said he'd be a better option than their starters. Dolphins, Browns, Giants. All 3 of those front offices, Chris Greer in Miami, Andrew Berry in Cleveland, John Harbaugh in New York, are going to hear about this by dinner time. That is a really smart, calculated public play, because Justin Fields just made himself available, publicly, on record, to every team that might want a starting quarterback in 2027 free agency. This is agent brain level positioning, but he wasn't done, not close. Because then Sam McDowell from the Kansas City Star asked the critical question. He said, "Justin, Patrick Mahomes is coming back from ACL surgery. Are you saying that if you were the starter in week 1, you'd give the Chiefs a better chance to win?" And this is where Justin Fields walked up to the edge of the cliff and jumped off with both feet. Sam, I want to be really careful with this answer because I have tremendous respect for Patrick. Patrick is the greatest quarterback of his generation. Patrick has 3 Super Bowls. Patrick is what every quarterback in this league is measured against. But I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, in this specific moment in August 2026, coming off major reconstructive knee surgery, having not played a full contact rep in over 8 months, I believe I give the Kansas City Chiefs a better chance to win a football game today than Patrick does. And I don't say that with disrespect. I say that with the honesty that every quarterback in this league knows to be true. When you're coming back from an ACL, your first 2 months are rough. Your base is off, your throwing mechanics get reconfigured, your escapability gets limited, and the Kansas City Chiefs, this team with this defense, with this receiver room, with Kelsey still ticking, cannot afford to have a 60% Patrick Mahomes at quarterback for the first 4 weeks. I'm at 100%. Patrick is not. That's math, that's not opinion. Y'all, my brain just broke. Justin Fields just publicly told Andy Reid and Brett Veach that he, not Patrick Mahomes, should be the starting quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs in week 1 in August. On the record, that is the boldest, most audacious, most career-ending or career-defining quote a backup QB has made in the modern era. Because there is no way Andy Reid does anything but start Mahomes in week 1. 0 chance. Not 1%, which means Justin Fields just did this, knowing it would create a firestorm. Which means Justin Fields wanted the firestorm. Which means Justin Fields is deliberately positioning himself for a trade or a starting job somewhere else. This is not a random rant. This is calculated career strategy. Adam Teicher pushed one more time. He said, "Justin, do you want to be traded?" And Fields' answer here was fascinating because it was both yes and no. "Adam, I don't want to be traded from the Kansas City Chiefs. Full stop. I love it here. I love this organization. Andy Reid is the best coach in football. This is the peak of my learning environment. I could not be in a better spot professionally to grow as a quarterback. So I want to be very clear. I'm not asking for a trade, but what I am asking for is honesty from this organization about my future beyond this year. My contract expires after the season. And I need to know, is Kansas City my long-term home as the backup? Or am I here for 1 year and then everyone moves on again? Because I've had 1-year deals in Pittsburgh. I've had 1-year deals with the Jets. I'm tired of 1-year deals. I'm tired of being the emergency plan for franchises that have their real plans elsewhere. I want a home, and if Kansas City is that home, I need to hear it soon. If not, I'll take that reality and plan the next chapter of my career accordingly. But I refuse to keep floating from team to team as the safety net for other people's franchise quarterbacks. Man, that is the most real thing Justin Fields has ever said publicly, and it hit me hard. Because look at his career. The Bears drafted him 11th overall in 2021, then traded him after 3 years. He went to Pittsburgh in 2024, went 4-2 as the starter, then got benched for Russell Wilson. He went to the Jets in 2025 as veteran insurance for Aaron Rodgers. And now, he's in Kansas City backing up Mahomes. This dude has been treated like a nomad for 3 straight years by NFL front offices. And he just publicly said, "I'm tired of it." That is a completely legitimate, completely understandable emotional statement from a 27-year-old talented quarterback who deserves a real professional home. The interview took a brief pause, and when it came back, Fields did something unexpected. He addressed the Chicago Bears directly. He said, "I want to say something to the Chicago Bears organization for a moment, because tonight I watched Ty Simpson, a rookie from Alabama, go 21 for 25 for 190 yards against the Kansas City defense. And I thought about my rookie year in Chicago, where I was thrown into a broken offense with no receivers, no offensive line, and no coaching stability, and every performance was judged as if I had all the tools that other rookies have. That's not fair. And I want to say publicly what nobody has said for me. The Chicago Bears failed Justin Fields. They didn't develop me. They didn't surround me with talent. They didn't give me a stable offensive coordinator. And then they moved on and drafted Caleb Williams and immediately gave him every tool they wouldn't give me. So when people call me a bust, I want the record to reflect the context. I was set up to fail in Chicago. And I still went to Pittsburgh and led that team to a 4-2 record as a starter. That's the record. I'm not a bust. I'm a quarterback who has never been given the right situation to succeed. Man, he just went at the Bears organization. Ryan Poles is going to have to answer for that quote. Matt Eberfliss's ghost is going to have to answer for that quote. Because everything Justin Fields just said is true. The Bears did give Caleb Williams way more support than they gave Fields. That is factually indisputable, and Fields just made the entire NFL confront that comparison publicly. The final moment came at the end. A reporter asked, "Justin, what's your message to Chiefs Kingdom going into week 1? And Fields' answer here was actually beautiful. "My message to Chiefs Kingdom is simple. I love this fan base. I love Arrowhead Stadium. I love the tomahawk chop. I love the energy. And I promise every single fan wearing red that if my number gets called this season, no, for one snap, for one drive, for one game, I will play like my career depends on it. Because it does. And Andy Reid and Patrick will get the best backup quarterback in the NFL if that emergency happens. That's my promise. Chiefs Kingdom deserves excellence. And I'm gonna give them excellence at all times, regardless of my personal situation. That's how I was raised. That's how professionals behave. Regardless of everything I just said, I am 100% locked in for this football team. Chiefs Kingdom, I got chills. Because he ended with class. He ended with commitment. He ended with the reminder that no matter how frustrated he is, he's still gonna give everything to this uniform. That's the kind of veteran leadership that Andy Reid values. Let me give you my analysis. Justin Fields just delivered a masterpiece press conference in the most dangerous way possible. He simultaneously campaigned for a starting job, criticized his own team, criticized his former team, made himself available to other teams in 2027 free agency, and reaffirmed his commitment to Kansas City in the same interview. That is insane emotional dexterity. That is the mark of a player who has thought about this speech for months. Here's what I think is coming. Andy Reid is going to have a private conversation with Justin Fields tomorrow morning. That conversation is going to determine everything. If Reid handles it with maturity and respect, Fields becomes an incredibly valuable weapon this season. If Reid handles it wrong, Fields becomes a locker room distraction. Reid is one of the best coaches in NFL history at these situations, so I lean toward Fields ends up more locked in than ever. But this is not over.